Ground ball up the left side. Pass, roll in. One will score. It's in the gap. It gets by the outfielders. Jordheim goes back. Two will score. Here's a throw down to third. Not in time as Welsh.
Ivy throws it back in. We'll see if the relay comes home. It does not. It's an RBI single.
Called strike three.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to Kindred as we get set for game number 2, quarterfinal game number 2 of this Region 1 softball tournament. It will be the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Kindred Vikings facing off. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show as we get set here for this quarterfinal game. Earlier game 1 went to Hankinson over Enderlin. The Hankinson Pirate fast pitch there, 10-6 with the victory there. Comes up now Northern Cass with a victory yesterday over Maple River in the play-in game. They take on the 3-seed Kindred Vikings. That's coming up next here on yourliveevent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsborough and Central Valley students in their school activities, and they encourage all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. Congratulations to the area graduates, and best of luck in your future endeavors from the Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings! At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Region 1 softball on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us here today as we kick off our Irie Insurance pregame show with our pregame coaches' comments. Remember, for all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Kindred Vikings, Northern Cass Jaguars. Head coach for the Vikings is Sam Brandt. Pre-game coach's comments here before quarterfinal number 2 as Sam Brandt, head coach for the Kindred Vikings, joins us. And Sam, getting ready for today, let's just get down to brass tacks. What do the Vikings got to do?
You know, we really needed to focus on us this week. We didn't play any games, and I know there's other teams that were playing games, but we had played so many games in 2 weeks that we didn't have a ton of practice. So we are going to focus on us, control what we have control over, and the best thing we're going to do for ourselves is have a lot of fun.
How would you manage then that week to get some rest but avoid the rust?
We brought intensity to practice. We did different things. We had some fun. We were loose with it. But it went back to the basics. We needed to really focus on some form and some vision and tracking. And, we just did what we felt like was best for the girls. And we definitely improved over the week.
All right, sounds good. Good luck today, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you.
Head coach Sam Brandt there for the Kindred Vikings as they are the number 3 seed and the host team for this Region 1 tournament. We'll catch up with Coach Meyer for the Northern Cass Jaguars when we come back. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. Shop for your personal items, farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsborough congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates, from the City of Hillsborough.
It's the Region 1 softball tournament on yourliveevent.com. Today as the quarterfinal round underway, game number 1 went to Pirate Fast Pitch as they defeated Enderlin 10-6 in our first game, and brings us to game number 2 where the number 6 seed Northern Cass Jaguars off a victory yesterday over Maple River in the play-in game take on the number 3 seed Kindred Vikings. Let's hear from the head coach of the Jaguars, Anthony Meyer, with our pregame coach's comments.
Pregame coach's comments. Coach Anthony Meyer for the Northern Cass Jaguars as you get going in the quarterfinal round, and well, you got the play-in game yesterday. How did you feel the team came out and played to start the tournament?
Yeah, right away it was a little shaky. Kind of had some jitters, but as the game went on, we tightened up and we started hitting the ball and swinging the bat more and kind of opened it up a little bit more. So the end of the game was better than the start.
Was there anything in particular that allowed you to relax and play ball?
I think just getting a few innings under our feet. Once we did that, I think it was just smooth sailing from there.
Taking on the Vikings here today from the regular season, what do you got to do to get them now here in this matchup?
Yeah, so they're a very good team. They were in the state championship last year. I think in order to be successful today against Kindred, we need to minimize our errors and capitalize on their errors. We need to do a lot of things, little things right, and like I said, capitalize on their errors. A big thing is they got a few good pitchers, and they're going to throw strikes, they're going to throw hard, and we need to work on swinging the bat, not striking out looking. Strikeouts are going to happen, but we just need to work on swinging the bat, be aggressive up there, attack the ball.
All right, Coach Meyer, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
There's Coach Anthony Meyer for the Northern Cass Jaguars as they take on the Kindred Vikings. Vikings is a 3 seed. The high seed will be the home team on our scoreboard here today. And so they will be out in the field as they're finishing up the warm-up here. We're getting ready for our first pitch. Let's go through our starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. You can learn to live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar. Find out more at crystalsugar.com. For the Northern Cass Jaguars, batting will be Elise Sand, Reese Lavik, Tess Gelbert do up 1, 2, 3. Casey Fix will take the 4 hole, followed by Ari Anderson in the 5 spot. Hannah Anderson bats 6th. Olivia Anderson in the 7 spot. She is the designated hitter here today. Brooklyn Hoyland will bat 8th, and Emma Hovdenes will bat 9th for Northern Cass. They'll face a Kindred Viking team that aligns with Cora Johnson doing the pitching, Mackenzie Fuchs as catching, Danica Rath at first base, Brea Mauk at second, Leah Rowland at shortstop, Avery Ammerman at third base, Leanna Schmitz in left, Jansen Jordheim in center, and Anja Essling in right field as we get a swing and a miss. Strike 1 on our first pitch of the ball game. And your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar, online, crystalsugar.com. Pitch 2, foul back and away, and a quick 0-2 hole for the leadoff hitter for the Northern Cass Jaguars, Elise Sand. Here on yourliveevent.com. Jake Berkmeyer, Kevin Kochman here with you today. Game number 2 of 4 that we'll bring you for this Region 1 softball play. Again, another one fouled off to the backstop. And that will keep it an 0-2 hole to Elise Sand. Pitcher versus pitcher to start the game here in the top of the first inning. Sand going to be taking the circle in the bottom half, and she swings and misses, and Johnson gets a strikeout swinging on the first pitch, or first batter of the game. We'll bring up Reese Lavig, second baseman for Northern Cass Jaguars. And first pitch called strike 1. So far, 5 for 5 for Johnson in the circle, throwing strikes. Here she steps onto the pitching rubber, gets ready to rock and deliver. Check swing, that one. That's that announcer's jink. Ball 1. 1-1. The count to Lavig. Gelbert on deck. Ball into there, bounces away from the catcher Fuchsa. It'll be now 2-1. Blustery day here in Kindred as it's blowing in towards the hitters. Saw in our first game where not only affecting the hitters but affecting the fielders as well, as a number of balls hit up in the air would twist and turn as this one flies fall out of play. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter wearing number 27, Reese Lavig. She plays second base. Johnson sets, delivers, ground ball left side, picked at third by Arman. Throw across the diamond to Rath at first for out, number 2. 5-3 on the ground out. Mark it on your softball bingo board. And bring up the number 3 batter, number 3, Tess Gelbert. Gelbert calls time as she digs away into the box and awaits the first pitch, which comes up high for ball 1. Gelbert will be doing the catching defensively for the Jaguars. This one flared fall and off the top of the fence. Nice hit. That's good accuracy there to hit it right off the top of the fence so it bounces over. It's impressive. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tess Gelbert. Cora Johnson delivers. Inside, Black is found for strike number 2. Johnson 1 strike away from a 1-2-3 first as she sends it. Fall off out of play. Into the parking lot. Casey Fix, the on-deck hitter, should she get a chance this inning. Here with 2 out, nobody on in the top of the first inning. Leading off this Region 1 softball quarterfinal. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Johnson. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Jaguars. No runs, hits, errors, runners left on base. To the bottom of the 1 we go on your Bank North scoreboard. We're scoreless on yourliveevent.com.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
Bottom of inning number 1 upcoming as we get the throw down to second. Good throw there from defensively the catcher for Northern Cass, Tess Gelbert. At first base will be Brooklyn Hoyland. Reese Lavig at second base. Ari Anderson takes shortstop. Casey Fix at third base. Emma Hovdenis in left field. Rose Gellner is the center fielder. She's the flex player here today for the Jaguars with Olivia Olson hitting for her. Hannah Anderson takes right field, and taking the circle will be Elise Sand. Leah Rowland leads things off, taking ball 1 for Kindred. Rhea Mauk, Avery Ammerman due up after her, 1-2-3 to start this batting order. Mackenzie Fuchsa will bat fourth. So we get a ground ball left side past the shortstop Anderson. It will be a leadoff single for Leah Rowland. Aboard there at first base. Brings up Rhea Mauk. As mentioned, the rest of the batting order for the Vikings. Fuchsa as in the 4 spot. Danica Rath will bat 5th, followed by Cora Johnson, Anya Essling, Eliana Schmitz, and Jansen Jordheim. The runner on first will go as it's popped up in the infield. Rowland's got to get back. It's caught in foul territory by Sand as she almost collides with Gelbert, but calls her off just in the nick of time. And one down on the P1. Runner retreats back to first base. Avery Ammerman will bat now. Playing at third base today for the Vikings. Runner went on the last time, and she's going to go and be in there safely on a wild pitch. She was off running, so it will be officially scored, in my book anyway, as a stolen base. Although, would have looked to advance anyway with the ball going to the backstop. So 1-0 to Avery Ammerman. This one flared foul just to the side of the first base dugout, which is occupied by the Kindred Vikings in the blue pants with the blue pinstripe tops. Solid blue pants, pinstripe tops there with Vikings across the jersey fronts. As this one well struck into left field, that's going in the gap. That should score a run as Rowland will take the turn at third, come into home with no throw and an RBI single for Avery Ammerman. Vikings strike first, strike quickly with the RBI single after the leadoff single in the still of second. So 1-0 on your Bank North scoreboard. Remember, ibanknorth.com, the website. Member FDIC, proud supporter of the local communities. Sand sets to deliver the pitch. Swing and a miss as it's swung through by Mackenzie Fuchsa. 0-1 to the Kindred Viking catcher. At first base, Ammerman. After her RBI single, she will go and be in safely with a head first slide. Pitch was a called ball, 1 strike. They did some work to water down the infield here in between games a little bit, but on that slide, seeing the dirt pop up as this one pops in, lands in fair territory. Down the line, 1 run will score. Extra bases now for Fuchs. So she's going to take the turn, and she's going to have to head back to second, diving back in safely, and an RBI double. Our first extra base hit of the game. Ammerman will score, and Fuchsa, who just popped it over first base down the right field line, then it hit in fair territory and went fall. Goes to second. Now we have a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, and it will be number 12, Jana Tazarek, now running. It's the courtesy runner at second base. Danica Rath will bat now for the Vikings, leading 2-0 on the Bank North scoreboard. And a first pitch swinging through the infield on the left side. Tazarek will take the turn at third. She's going to come into home. Play will be at the plate. The throw is in time to get the out. Meanwhile, the trail runner there goes all the way to third. So it will be a single there with Tazarek out at home on the tag. They're going 7-6-2. Meanwhile, Rath safe at third on the throw. She took the extra base. So 2 down. They gun down the runner at the plate to keep it a 2-0 game. But they got that runner on third here with Cora Johnson now at the plate. Johnson, as a pitcher, picked up a couple strikeouts in the top half of the first inning. Now looking for an RBI chance as this one is ticked foul. 0-2. Couple words of coaching advice there from Coach Brandt down at third base. To our young pitcher Johnson, who steps back into the box and awaits the pitch. And this one rounded right side over at second base. Lavig throws to first, and that will be the third out. But 2 runs come in across on 4 hits. They leave 1 runner stranded, and the Kindred Vikings lead over the Northern Cass Jaguars 2-0 on your Bank North scoreboard.
embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they work the land. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsborough. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
YourLiveEvent.com with Region Softball and Baseball today. Region 1, Region 2, Softball, Baseball, both going. 16 games that we bring you here today. Strike one on a swing and miss from Casey Fix. For Northern Cass, Ari Anderson, Hannah Anderson will bat after as this one fouled into the row of fans down that first base line. They didn't bring their gloves. You got to bring your glove if you're going to sit down the line, catch a foul ball. It's the way it works. Sometimes they even give you a quarter if you catch it. Here's a swing and a miss now. Strike three. Fix goes down swinging. Third strikeout here from Johnson in the pitching circle. Brings up Ari Anderson. Here she faces Johnson for the first time. Ground ball fall into the third base dugout of the Jaguars. Jaguars with their black on black unis with the, what's that? It's not quite gold, it's not quite yellow. What is it? Is it like Michigan maize or whatever they call it? Here is the marigold. We'll call it marigold. My color palette isn't very good, so that's what I'm going with. That marigold there with the numbers in the back and Jaguars in white outlined in that marigold color on the jersey fronts. Pitch fouled back out of play. Stays 0-2 now to Ari Anderson. Here in the top of inning number 2. Cora Johnson pitching for the Vikings. Here she's ready to go as she rips it and comes in low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Jaguars shortstop. Jaguars looking for their first base runner here in this second inning. Went down 1-2-3 in the first, and Anderson sticking alive here. Falling off another one. Here stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jaguars with the opening round win over Maple River yesterday as a check swing held up. Ball 2. Even count now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Myers saying, yeah, they got things going later in the game as they settled in. Hoping they can get something going early on as we've had a battle here now with Ari Anderson at the plate for Northern Cass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th pitch of that bat, and it's popped up in the infield. It's twisting in the wind, and it will land in fair. Over the head of Malk as she was running out. It then went towards the right field line side of her. Kind of twisted it around. Essling couldn't quite get to it and lands in no man's land for a 1-out base hit. Brings up Hannah Anderson for the Jaguars. As the pitch comes to her, it's below the knees, ball 1. Playing in right field today for the Jaguars. Hannah Anderson with Ari Anderson at first base. Shows bunt, and it's popped up. The catcher catches it, and no play at first as awareness that time by Ari Anderson on the base path. No, dead ball. Falled off of her. Hit her in the shoulder, and so it will be a foul ball. Great play, though. Didn't count, but great play both by Fuchs behind the plate, but also by Ari Anderson at the base path to see that and get back to first so she wouldn't risk being doubled up. Bunt attempt shown again, pulled back in time as it's up high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nary a cloud in the sky here today in Kindred. Blue skies and sunshine. Gotta like it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first base in the top of the second inning. Northern Cass trying to get back a couple of the runs that they gave up to the Vikings in the bottom of the first. There's this one, lined over the top of the first base dugout. And duck and cover on that liner. Again, wind blowing in towards home plate. Coming here from left center field. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Anderson goes down. That's strikeout number 4 in the game so far for Cora Johnson. 5 outs, 4 of them by the punch-out. Will now be Olivia Olson. Wrote down in the scorecard as Liv Olson. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And Ari Anderson at first base after her 1-out single. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now Johnson 1 strike away from stranding that runner aboard at first base. She'll find her grip, rock and deliver, swing and a miss. Gives up a 1-out single, but strikes out the rest of the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base for Northern Cass. Kindred leads 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning on your Bank North scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Anja Esslin, Eliana Schmitz, and Jansen Jordheim, the bottom trio of the Viking order to lead off the bottom of the second inning. As Elise Sand delivers the first pitch, ball 1. 13 pitch first inning, so some quick at-bats in that first inning for Sand. Despite giving up the 4 hits, the 2 runs, as this one is struck here high towards second base. Glove is out, up, and catching. Reese Slaveg will make the catch on the pop-out for out number 1. Oh, there on the P4. Liana Schmitz now bats. And the first pitch grounded back to the pitcher, Sand. Throw over to first is there to Hoyland, and that's a quick out number 2. So the Vikings not having any games this week. Been a week off for them. Anxious to come out, be aggressive there at the plate. This one, though, laying off at ball 1 to Jansen Jordheim. Here she starts ahead in this at-bat. Top of the order with Leah Rowland. Sits on deck should Jordheim reach. Swing and a miss for a strike. Do have a good battle with a couple good pitchers here today. Sand for Northern Cass, Johnson for the Vikings. There's Pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases empty, 2 down. Bottom of inning number 2. This one popped up, twisting into foul territory, and it will land up against the fence for a strike 2. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's coaching staff saying something out there on that defensive alignment, trying to move some people around as this one's fouled to the backstop. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, we got a wiener dog. Another one fouled to the backstop. Strike 2. Still strike 2. Wind has kicked up a little bit. It's been really constant all morning since we arrived, and here's a called strike 3 to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, hits, errors, runners left on base for Kindred. Northern Cass trails 2-0 to the Vikings as the Jaguars bat when we return, top of inning number 3.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavor. To this year's graduating class, we encourage you to step into your future and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Congratulations from administration, staff, and other students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsborough and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Cora Johnson to deliver the first pitch here, and it is outside, ball 1 to Brooklyn Hoyland. Hoyland, then Hubdenis, and top of the order with Sand, the 8-9-1 batters scheduled here in inning number 3. And this one fouled to the backstop. Even the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Reset in the defense here for the Vikings with Cora Johnson pitching. Kenzie Fuchs catching. Danica Rath at first base. Braham Hawk at second. Leah Rowland at shortstop. Avery Ammerman at third base. Leona Schmitz in left field. Jansen Jordheim is taking center field, and Anya Essling in right field for the Vikings. A straight 9 for them today. Jaguars, they do have the flex and designated player into the lineup. And this one ground ball back to the pitcher Johnson. She'll glove. Soft throw over to Rath at first base. And that will be out number 1 on the 1-3 ground out. Brings up Emma Hovdenis. Batting in the 9 spot, the left fielder will take the first pitch for a called strike 1. You're on yourliveevent.com. Here, don't forget, we'll be back Monday, Tuesday for more softball action. Here's we'll crown a Region 1 champion. 2 teams will advance to state. See who makes it. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Johnson effective in the circle early on as she has struck out 6 of the 8 outs so far. First time 9 through, 8 down, 6 by strikeout, just 1 hit given up. It's a strikeout the first time up for Elise Sand as she takes the first pitch, ball 1. Swing through it for strike 1, even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Base is empty here in the top of the 3rd inning. This one fouled to the backstop. Here now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Johnson back onto the pitching rubber and delivers it. Swing and a miss on the off speed. Got her going. That's 3 up, 3 down for Northern Cass. Kindred leads 2-0 on your Bank North scoreboard. They'll bat when we come up. They're half of the bottom of the 3rd inning on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy. The Hillsborough Vets Club welcomes you for Broasted Chicken Saturdays, 5:30 till 7:30. Fries and coleslaw along with delicious broasted chicken. It's the best chicken I've ever had. Roasted chicken, dine in and take out at Saturdays at the Hillsborough Vets Club. And remember, appetizers and so many other fun activities at the Hillsborough Vets Club. Good luck to the Hillsborough Central Valley Boroughs from everyone at the Hillsborough Vets Club. And they thank you for all of your support with the Hillsborough Vets Club.
Bottom of inning number 3. Here with the Kindred-Richland Vikings at the plate. Top of the order here with Leah Rowland, followed by Bria Malk and Avery Ammerman. Ball 1, now a pitch here, grounded towards shortstop, picked up by Ari Anderson. Throw across the diamond to first as Hoyland makes a stretch for out number 1. That will bring up now Bria Malk. And 0 for 1 today. She popped out in foul territory, was gloved by the pitcher Sand in that first inning. Here she'll take the first pitch, ball 1. And this pitch comes in low for ball 2. Sand, 27 pitches right now. Here she's given up the 2 runs, 4 hits. Get a pitch up high for ball 3. 3-0. Here to the number 2 hitter, Malk. This one fouled back, go to play. Had the green light, free swinging on 3-0. I'll bring it now to 3-1. With the bases empty, 1 down in this inning as a ball up the middle as it just hits in front of the second base bag and then hops over and into center field for a 1-out base hit. Brings up Avery Ammerman. She singled her first at bat, picked up an RBI as well as she let Roland score from second base on that base hit. Shows bunt, pulls it back, runner goes for second. The throw is, looked like it was in time, but off the glove. Then going to third base, the throw comes late, and it will be a steal of second. And then going safe at third on the error. And that puts her 1 bag away from scoring a run. It was a called strike there, even though she pulled the bunt attempt back. So here's a ground ball through the infield right side. It's an RBI base hit. Woman looks here at second base, looking at it and heading back to first. So 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 base hits for Ammerman. Brings up Mackenzie Fuchsa. She had an RBI double her first at bat. Then her courtesy runner was thrown at home. Here's one popped up behind second base, drifting, twirling in the wind. It drops in. They still have a play at second as they are in time for the out. So the wind pushing the ball on the pop-up. So we get a fielder's choice. And it will be a 4-6 put out of the runner at second. So Danica Rath will step in. She singled her first at bat. She's also 1 for 1 today. Bringing in a courtesy runner here for Fuchsia. There is Anna Zarek comes in to run. Pitch comes in low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run has come in for Kindred-Richland. Vikings leading 3-0 on the Bank North scoreboard. Popped up here, and pitcher Sand with it the whole way will get it for the out. So the P1 to end it. Here as 1 run comes across on 2 hits and a runner left on base for Kindred-Richland. They lead over Northern Cass 3-0, your Bank North scoreboard.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
We got ball 1 issued here to our leadoff batter, Reese Lavig. Batting here to lead off the top of the 4th inning for Northern Cass, as she'll swing and fall this one off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reese Lavig, Tess Gelbert, Casey Fix. Due up 1-2-3 here for the Jaguars, looking for their first run here as they get a called strike. That pitch on the black. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lavig. Grounded out her first at bat, 0 for 1 today. As she'll flare this one, fall over the first base coaching box. Here, she'll try and straighten that out. Facing Cora Johnson here in her first 3 innings today, picking up 7 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. And the delivery now is up high for a ball. 50 pitches for Cora Johnson now. 39 in the zone, 11 outside of it. Good strike-to-ball ratio, although this one misses up high, and that's going to fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson rocks and delivers. Called strike 3. Got her looking. Another strikeout to the tally for Johnson. 1 down. Brings up Tess Gelbert. Gelbert, a strikeout victim, her first at bat, and she'll take strike 1. Here's the offering up high for a ball 1. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And talking with Coach Brandt pregame, said, yeah, we're looking to stay loose, stay relaxed, have some fun here today as they get a line ball into center field. A little misplay, but it will keep the runner from at first base. So a single for Tess Gelbert puts her aboard at first. Second hit of the game for Northern Cass. Casey Fix will bat. strikeout, her first at bat. Here, get another look now at Johnson. This one cut on and fall to the backstop. So I was talking about Vikings looking to stay loose, have some fun, according to Coach Brandt. They're in the warm-ups, playing some games out there and looking loose in this one, starting loose as they lead 3-0. Cut on, fall to the backstop. There's the Jaguars just under, just behind here on the pitches from Cora Johnson early in this one. Here, Tess Gelbert aboard at first after the single as the pitch comes on the black for a strike. Throw down to second is there. And then the batter is out on the strikeout. The dropped third strike, but with the runner on first. So move to second base now. Here's Gelbert, gets in there under the tag. Strike one here now to Ari Anderson. She singled her first at bat. With the runner in scoring position for the first time for the Jaguars, trying to move her along, and this pitch comes inside for a ball. 1-1 our count. 2 down, runner on second base. Top of inning number 4. A well-paced ball game here as this one popped up in the infield second base. Malk underneath it. She grabs it, gloves it, and that's out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base for Northern Cass. They trail Kindred-Richland 3-0. To the bottom of the 4th we go on YourLiveEvent.com.
Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of inning number 4 as we get that all set. It will be Cora Johnson leading things off for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. First pitch here, grounded through for a base hit. Just on that shortstop side, sneaks by Anderson, and 1 pitch and a base hit. We'll bring up now Anya Essling. Essling today 0 for 1, popping out to second base. Sand with the pitch, the bunt attempt laid down here, picked a third, throw to first is not in time. Now no one's covering third and advancing. So Johnson will go all the way to third, and we will have runners on the corners on a well-placed bunt for the infield base hit, and Johnson all the way to third. So runners on the corners now as Eliana Schmitz steps up. And the first pitch to her shows bunt. It's high to the backstop. Runner will go to second. No advancement there at third base as it ricocheted off the fence and came right back towards the catcher. Good awareness there of where that pitch was so you don't run into an out. Here, so 2 in scoring position for Schmitz. She'll take that pitch, ball 2. Jansen Jordheim, the on-deck hitter. Here for the Vikings. Bunt attempt and doesn't get it down. Offers at it. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Vikings trying to play some small ball here in this bottom of inning number 4. 2 on, nobody out. Couple of leadoff base hits. This one hit and fouled to the parking lot. Two balls, 2 strikes. Schmitz, again, ground out victim, her first at bat, 0 for 1 today. This one tapped off the dirt and going foul down the first base line. So come back, runners retreat back to their bases, and we stick with a 2-2 count. Offered up high for a ball. Lee Sand pitching for Northern Cass. Her first 3 innings. This one, she gave up the 3 runs with 6 hits. It have 1 error behind her as the walk will fill first base. So bases loaded now for the number 9 hitter, Jansen Jordheim. Infield comes in. Everyone creeping in, trying to get an out at home. Pitch up high for a ball. 1-0 to the Viking center fielder. Bottom of the order. Sometimes you're one of those secondary table setters. Now she's trying to be a run producer. That pitch for strike 1. 1-1 our count. Here at the bases juice, nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Sand trying to work out of trouble in a jam here in this 4th, trailing already 3-0. Their offense has been struggling at the plate, so you don't want to fall much farther behind. Up for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the infield with Hoyland, Lavig, Anderson, and Fix all playing inside the base paths. As this pitch runs it full, now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big first strikeout, and now that sets up a possibility of a double play. Here with Leah Rowland coming to the plate. 1 for 2, singled and grounded out, scored a run back in the first. Pitch to her, comes up high for a ball. One and 0 to Rowland. 1-1 to Rowland. Yamaoka on deck for Kindred-Richland. Pitch up high off the glove. They will not break. Now the ball gets thrown towards off the glove and third base, but everyone retreating back and rolling towards Fix, the third baseman anyway. So no advancement there on what almost was a dangerous play. 2-1 the count to Leah Rowland. Ground ball past the pitcher Sand and nowhere to go with it. And the run will score. Everyone's safe. And for a moment there, it looked like Esseline was getting a little jumpy there, thought about heading home as well. But it will be infield RBI single as everyone moves up station to station. 4-0. Rayamonk will now bat. Here 1 for 2 today with a flyout and a single plus a run scored back in inning number 3. First pitch called strike. This one, line to the glove, off the glove. It drops in, and we're going to have confusion of what's actually going to be the call here. Do they have to tag? Now, we're trying to figure out who is out, who got safe. And they called out the force at third was the out called. So Schmitz was forced out at third. Essling was not tagged. And then because the runner behind her was forced out, had to be tagged out, so she will score. And that is the second out. So a wild play there, but a run scoring for the Vikings. It will be a fielder's choice. And 5 unassisted as the runner Essling will advance home. Schmitz is out at third on the force out. And Roland is safe at second. Meanwhile, behind her, Mauk is there at first. So after all that, we have Avery Ammerman coming up. She's 2 for 2 today with a pair of RBI singles, and she has another runner in scoring position for her here with 2 outs in this inning. Pitch up high for a ball. Runners will break and gonna dive in safely at third, and a cloud of dust kicking up. Kicking up dust here in Kindred today. So the runner, Leah Rowland, stealing third base. Now runner will go towards second, and the ball throw to third ends up in the outfield. Runner will come to the plate and score. There, so Rowland had stolen third. Here, and then the runner Mauk will steal with the runner Rowland being safe at home on the throwing error. Second error of the game here for Northern Cass. Now we got a 2-2 count to Avery Ammerman with Mauk at third base. Ground ball left side, pick, field throw to first is in time, and that will retire the side. But 3 runs come across, make it 6-0. Kindred-Richland leads Northern Cass on your Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Top of inning number 5. Here with Northern Cass coming to the plate so far. The Jaguars here with your Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance in-game update. Here, 0 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 runners left on base. Here in Kindred-Richland with 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base. In-game update from Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Here is Hannah Anderson popping this one up in foul territory, and it's drifting out of play. 2 strikes on her here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hannah Anderson, Olivia Olson, Brooklyn Hoyland. Scheduled batters up for Northern Cass. here in inning number 5. Pitch up high for a ball. Cora Johnson, 65 pitches right now. For her now 4+ innings, just giving up the 2 hits in this one. Striking out 8 so far. This pitch will run the count full now at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looking for base runners. Jaguars trying to get them on, moving around. Instead, it's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's Johnson. Picks up that. No, I counted wrong. That's her 10th strikeout in the game. Hit in double digits here in the 5th. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Liv Olson, designated player, hitting for the center fielder, Rose Gellner. Pitch off the plate for a ball. Hughes are reaching across the body from that catcher's stance to grab that outside pitch. And now an inside one. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Olson 0 for 1 today. Strikeout, her first at bat. But gets ahead, 3 balls, 1 strike now. It's Cora Johnson ready to set and deliver. Up high, her first walk issued. She walks down to first. We reset our defense here with Mackenzie Fuchs catching, Danica Rath at first, Brea Malk at second, Leah Rowland at shortstop, Avery Ammerman in third base, Eliana Schmitz in left, Jansen Jordheim in center, Anya Essling in right field. Called strike, runner Olson at first, dances off but returns back to the first base bag. Here is Brooklyn Hoyland. 0 for 1, ground out her first at bat as she sent one back to the pitcher Johnson. Back in inning number 3, leading off that frame. Now she bats with 1 down and a runner on first. Here in the 5th, bunt is shown and it's pop foul. So 0-2, likely have that bunt sign called off now. There's Hoyland trying to power it up, straighten it up, and get aboard. Called strike 3. Second time that Johnson has got a batter looking. That will be 2 out now in the top of inning number 5. Winner of this one will play our final game of today, taking on number 2 seed Hillsborough Central Valley. There's the swing and a miss for the strike. The Vikings and the Burros actually ended up with the same amount of region points, but because the Burros got the head-to-head, winning that tiebreaker, hence the 2 seed for them in this Region 1 tournament. Swing and a fall tip, strike 2. Here, Emma Ovdenis trying to get aboard here in the 9-hole. Liv Olson after that walk aboard at first. Here's a swing and a miss and make it a dozen now for Johnson in the circle. Gave up 1 walk, but no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner stranded on the base paths. To the bottom of inning number 5, Kindred-Richland leads Northern Cass 6-0. Your Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavor. To this year's graduating class, we encourage you to step into your future and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Congratulations from administration, staff, and other students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsborough and Central Valley schools, thank you for a great year.
Mackenzie Fuchsa will lead off for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, leading over Northern Cass 6-0. Here's Fuchsa will take ball 1 and ball 2 on the opening pitches of the at-bat. She's 1 for 2 today, doubled in a run in, and then hit into a fielder's choice. Her second at-bat. Here, so 1 for 2 with an RBI. 3-0 to start the at-bat, and a 4-pitch walk to the catcher, and we'll see if we got the courtesy runner coming out again. And we will, as Anna Tazarek will come in and run for the catcher. Brings in Danica Rath to hit. Rath 1 for 2 today. Singled her first at bat and popped out back to the pitcher Sand, her second at bat. First pitch here is a called strike 1. Cora Johnson on deck for Kindred-Richland. We'll reset our defensive alignment after this upcoming pitch, which is watch low for a ball. Tess Gelbert is catching. Brooklyn Hoyland is at first base. Reese Lavig is at second. Ari Anderson at shortstop. Casey Fix at third base. Here's a pop-up and playable for the catcher. Yes, Gelbert able to get there and pop out for the out. So runner holds at first. So 1 down, runner on first. Finishing our tour of the defense here with Emma Hovdenes in left field, the flex player Rose Gellner in center field, and Hannah Anderson in right field with the pitcher Elise Sand for Northern Cass. Bunt rolls and picked up in fair territory, and everyone's safe. No one playing at third base, and the runner will advance. Looked like that one might have rolled fall, but picked it up before it did, trying to make the play at first. Ends up being a infield single. And the runner, courtesy runner, Tazarek, will go to third base. So Anya Essling will bat 1 for 2 today with a fly out and a single. Here she'll try and put down a bunt, and it's fouled off. Fouled off as it goes to the backstop, and the runner Johnson will have to head back to first. And actually, Johnson's still running there at first. Thought for a moment there that I missed a courtesy runner, but nope. Cora Johnson's out there. Yep. Here's a check swing, held up, called a strike. Throw down to third as the runner goes for second. Ball ends up into left field. Here comes the throw back to the plate, and that will get by, allow the runner to move up to third. So Cora Johnson steals second. Jenna Tazarek safe on a throwing error, allowing her to go. Then Johnson will be... Take that back there as I undo that. And then another error, allowing the runner to go to third. So with 2 errors on the play, it's the 4 errors in the game as we get a strike 3. There, Essling goes down and brings up Eliana Schmitz. 7-0 our score as we get a swing and a miss. Oh and 1 to Schmitz. 0 for 1 today. Ground out and a walk in her at-bats so far. She was then forced out at third on that liner off the glove with the bases loaded. There's some confusion with the run score, and this one she takes in the back foot. Hit by pitch, and she'll be aboard at first base. Brings up number 9 hitter Jansen Jordheim, and right now in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 7-0, Jordheim represents the walk-off run. Should she come in to score this inning, she'll lay down a bunt. It's bunted foul. There. So the foul bunt, it just had the backspin there on the dirt as soon as it hits in front of the plate and rolled back right into the glove of the catcher, Gelbert. Sand delivers the pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runners on the corners for Kindred-Richland, leading 7-0. They've cranked out 10 hits so far in this game. Here's a check swing called for a strike. Runner goes, hesitates, then finishes her journey off to second base as Schmitz takes the steal. 2 in scoring position now with a 1-2 count for Jansen Jordheim. Pitch is low in the dirt. Good block behind the plate by Gelbert. Jordheim has gone down on strikes twice here today against Sand. Trying to make third time the charm. Here's the even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sand on the pitching rubber, Jordheim in the box, awaiting the full count offering. Ball 4. Will fill first base, so the base is loaded here, and now everyone in the batting order for the Vikings has reached base at least once today. So, high fives all around for that. Leah Rowland will bat now. 2 for 3 today as she grounds one left side, past third, over to short. Got to make a strong throw across the diamond. Not in time. A run will score. Deep in the hole at shortstop. Unable to get the runner out. And that will make it now 8-0. 2 outs here in the 5th. We're going to have a time called. Here's, we'll take a quick timeout on your Bank North scoreboard. Kindred-Richland leads Northern Cass 8-0.
It's a North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 5th and 6th.
And the 1-2. Hit on the ground, it's going to sneak through the middle for a base hit.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 12th and 13th.
This one comes Olivia Vetter, back set, blocked it, and that's...
Plus the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 10th and 11th.
Now it's with Class A. Here's Michael Nile with the windmill duck.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Well, the conference in the circle is wrapped up as we look at our update from Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro, and the update right now, Kindred-Richland. Chance here with a base hit. If they can score 2 runs, they would walk off here in the 10-run rule here in the bottom of the 5th. Get a big cut, swing and a miss here from Rhea Mauk. 1 for 3 today. Has flown out, singled, and hit into a fielder's choice. She scored 1 run and has 1 RBI. Plus give her 3 stolen bases. Here's a ground ball towards second. They will tag the runner right in front of her as Lavig applies the tag to Rowland. So in play as safe on the fielder's choice, but out for the 3rd out. 8-0, Kindred-Richland leads over Northern Cass. Your Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Elise Sand will lead things off for Northern Cass as the Jaguars look to get the offense going here in the top of the 6th inning. Been held to 2 hits so far. Also had a runner with a walk, and all 3 have been stranded on the base path. Trailing Kindred-Richland 8-0. Sand, first pitch though, flied into center field, well hit, going back, and it is down for a hit. Extra bases coming to Sand will round second, on her way to third, and standing up with a triple. There's the ball hit there in between left and center, coming over, and as we've seen a number of times, the wind playing trickerations on those balls hit up there, blowing them around, so mark that as a leadoff triple. And the farthest a Jaguar base runner has advanced in this game. Brings up now, Slavig looking to bring her in. As shows bunt, pulls it back for a ball. Slavig here today, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout against Cora Johnson, pitching for Kindred-Richland. As she sets, delivers the bunt, pulled back. It's ball 2. Ammerman playing in and charging in, expecting the bunt there at third base. Trying to field quickly to get that out at first to keep that runner from advancing. Bunt here, pulled back, gets high for a ball. Catcher Fuchsa comes out of the stance looking to throw and trying to force that runner Sand back to the third base bag with a dive. 3-0, take sign all the way. It's there for strike 1. Got Rath sneaking in at first base now as well for the Vikings. Here's the bunt attempt, low in front of the plate. They will throw down to first. They'll get the out there, and the Jaguars get their first run across. So the sacrifice bunt for the RBI there will score the run. So Sand scores, and it's 8-1 on your Bank North scoreboard. Visit the website, ibanknorth.com. Here to find out more and view all the locations there with Bank North. Strike 1, now this one popped up at first base. Oh, and coming over second base, Malk cuts in front of Rath, catches it, bumps into the runner, but holds on for the out. We'll bring up now Casey Fix, 0 for 2 today against Johnson as she lines one into the Viking dugout. No one sitting on a bench, everyone up on the railing, because that's where the sunshine is, and the sunshine feels good. This one comes up high for a ball, 1 strike. Here's with that wind blowing in. Actually, it's died off here the last couple minutes. A ground ball up the middle of the diamond, and that slow roller will be there for a base hit. Fix will be aboard at first base. Here with 2 outs, and Ari Anderson will come to the plate. She singled for the first hit for Northern Cass in the game. She was left at first base, and then she flew out her second at bat. Pitch called, ball 1. It's number 90 in the game for Cora Johnson. As I say, the wind dies down, the wind picks up. That's my bad. Pitch fouled to the backstop for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Other than the wind, though, it's 70 degrees, sunshine, beautiful day to be playing ball. And the wind's not bad, it's just constant, in your face. Here's a ground ball towards shortstop, picked by Roland. She'll hard throw across the diamond and gets there in time. Nice stretch by Danica Rath at first base. And the Jaguars get a leadoff triple, score a run, but they trail 8-1 to Kindred-Richland, going to the bottom of the sixth on your Bank North scoreboard.
Spring is here, and the scenery while driving down the road will soon be filled with farm machinery planting this year's crop. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. As fieldwork begins, we want to remind you to take extra caution when approaching large, slow-moving machinery traveling down the road. A successful crop year is one that is accident-free. Irie Insurance offers all lines of insurance, and we would love the opportunity to visit with you. For our contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Elise Sand, first pitch is a called strike one to Avery Ammerman. Here's Ammerman, Fuchsa, Rath, 3-4-5 batters of the Kindred-Richland batting order. Here's a ground ball past first base. It's a leadoff base hit. It'll take a turn as it's down the line, and Anderson over in right field was able to get to it quick enough to keep the runner from advancing, but 3 hits here today now for Ammerman in that three-hole of the lineup. Brings up Mackenzie Fuchsa now. Fuchsa's 1 for 2 with a double, hit into a fielder's choice and has reached on a walk. She's been lifted for the courtesy runner each time she's been on base, and Dazarek, as the courtesy runner, has scored 1 run in Fuchsa's spot of the order. Here's a called strike one after ball 1 equals the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Kindred-Richland with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Outside of that 1-2-3 second inning, they've scored each frame, except now here's a ball hit into center field, and it will be caught by Gellner. Gellner tracks it well, makes the glove catch for our first out. Brings up Danica Rath, 1 for 3. Here she's singled to left field. She's popped out to the pitcher and popped out to the catcher. Pitch up high, pulls the bunt attempt back, and it's a ball 1. Winner of this game will take on Hillsboro Central Valley in our 4th game of the day. Meanwhile, the loser will play at noon on Monday against the loser of our next game. Here's the ground ball off the bunt attempt back to the pitcher. Sand misplayed, but stays with it, gets the out at first. The sacrifice bunt moves the runner up. Our next game is the Hankinson Co-op, known as Pirate Fast Pitch. There we'll take on number 1 seed Central Cass. That's game number 3 here today. Here, and the loser of that one will take on the loser of this one noon on Monday in the next round of this Region 1 tournament. Strike here to Cora Johnson. Batting for the 4th time here today as this one golfed here into left field, charging in and making the catch in left field is Hovdenes. She'll get the out on the fly out. So it stays right where it was, 8-1. Kindred-Richland leading Northern Cass. The Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Trail District Health Unit is here to provide you with health and wellness services, including health education, blood sugar and hemoglobin screenings, blood pressure checks, vaccinations, free COVID home tests, vision and hearing screenings, home care visits, limited-term medical equipment, and more. Contact Trail District Health for information about childhood or adult immunizations and where you can get them. Call Trail District Health Unit at 701-636-4434. Trail District Health is here to prevent, promote, and protect. Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Top of inning number 7, and Northern Cass will be at the plate. They need 7 runs to continue the game. Otherwise, Kindred-Richland will advance here to our later game today. First pitch, strike 1 on a swing and miss here from Cora Johnson to Hannah Anderson. Hannah Anderson, Olivia Olson, Brooklyn Oyland, the scheduled batters for the Jaguars. Fall tip. And look out behind us. Everyone's screaming, look out, look out, look out, you know. It's not like golf where you just scream 4. You scream 4 here, they throw the ball home. Scream 2, they throw it to second. That's the way they do it. And a pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Hannah Anderson. Anderson stepping in, ready to swing here, and chopped off the plate towards first, and just going to tag the runner as Rath applies the gloved ball to the batter turned base runner. That'll be out number 1. Will be now Olivia Olson batting. Designated player for the Jaguars. First pitch to her is fouled to the backstop for a strike. Olson 0 for 1 today. Struck out, but reached on a walk. They're one of 4 base runners that have been stranded on the base path. So far, the only runner to come in was Elise Sand after that leadoff triple last inning. Laura Johnson sets, delivers, and swing and a miss. That time by Olson. And brings it now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll choke up on the bat here and swing and a miss. Strike 3. Johnson now with a baker's dozen, 13 strikeouts. Here in Brooklyn Hoyland steps up. Last out for the Jaguars. Last chance for the Jaguars down to their final out. Trailing still by 7 runs. Pitch here comes for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Hovdenes would be up to bat. Here, if we can, the runner reach with a ground ball to second, misplayed, stay with an underhand throw. It's high, glove brought down for the out. Made it interesting, but got the 4-3 out, and that will do it here as Kindred-Richland moves on. They will take on Hillsborough Central Valley. Game number 4 scheduled for 4 o'clock here later today. By virtue of the 8-1 victory over the Northern Cass Jaguars on your Bank North scoreboard, stick with us. Your post-game report comes up next.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North. always true.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsborough and Central Valley students in their school activities, and they encourage all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. Congratulations to the area graduates, and best of luck in your future endeavors from the Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club.
Post-game report on yourliveevent.com. The Kindred-Richland Vikings pick up the win over the Northern Cass Jaguars. 8-1 your final score. The Vikings with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth for the 8 runs. Northern Cass would get their lone run in the 6th inning. Here is the Vikings will move on, take on Hillsborough Central Valley in game number 4 here today. The Jaguars will take on the loser of our next game between Central Cass and the Hinkinson Co-op, known as Pirate Fast Pitch there. So that game will be coming up shortly here as we continue on with our post-game report. Let's go to our energy player of the game, our Enbridge Energy player. Remember, life takes energy. For career opportunities and more information, go online. Tomorrowison.com with Enbridge Energy. Energy player here today for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, Cora Johnson in the pitching circle. 7 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 1 run allowed on just 4 hits and 1 walk. And really cruising on early. Got the bats quiet from the start till I gave herself a lead, too, with the offense being able to do some things at the plate. So Cora Johnson is your Enbridge Energy player of the game here in the Viking victory over the Jaguars. We'll continue on with more of our post-game report coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings! At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. Shop for your personal items, farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsborough congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates, from the City of Hillsborough.
Post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com after the Kindred-Richland Vikings pick up the victory over the Northern Cass Jaguars. 8-1 our final score. Let's look at our precision in the game from RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Hoping you have a safe planting season, and when you want to talk about upgrading your planter or revisit your planter's performance, contact RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119, or go online, planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Precision in this one here as let's go back to the first inning with 4 hits for Kindred-Richland, including 3 in a row as they went single, double, triple to get in a couple runs right away, and some early at-bats, some aggressive at-bats too. 1 pitch, 2 pitch, 3 pitch at-bats as they were out looking to hit, and they were hitting the ball where they could get aboard on base too. And the early aggressive at-bats, that was being precise. Just like you can be precise with RDK Enterprises. Again, go online, planterdoc.com for more information. Here, as that's our RDK there. Also looking here at our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection in this one, and the connection that we are looking at was off the bats once again, and looking here with Avery Ammerman with 3 hits here today, picking up 2 RBIs. She also scored a run here as she was locked in at the plate there with 3 of her 4 at-bats, resulting in reaching base with the base hits. So she was connected. You can be connected too with Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect, as you can visit them online, halsteadtel.com. Our post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com here as the Kindred-Richland Vikings defeating the Northern Cass Jaguars. And this one, 8-1, the final score. Again, we'll have game number 3 coming up with Central Cass, the number 1 seeded Central Cass Squirrels. They'll take on the number 4 seed Pirate Fast Pitch in that matchup. Then later after that one, there will be Kindred-Richland again on the field as they will take on the number 2 seed Hillsborough Central Valley, the Vikings and the Burros, in that 4th matchup of the day here, scheduled for 4 o'clock in this one. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Final stats will come your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
Nothing Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they work the land. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsborough.
Final score here today with the Kindred-Richland Vikings picking up the victory over the Northern Cass Jaguars 8-1. Let's look at our final stats in this one. For the Northern Cass Jaguars, Elise Sand going 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored at the plate. It would be Reese Laveg going 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Tess Gelbert would be 1 for 3 in the game. Laveg also had an RBI in that sacrifice bunt as well, too, scoring the runner from third. Tess Gelbert going 1 for 3. Casey Fix would be 1 for 3. Ari Anderson would be 1 for 3 at the plate. Hannah Anderson would be 0 for 3. Olivia Olson 0 for 2 with a walk. Brooklyn Hoyland 0 for 3, and Emma Hovdenes 0 for 2 today for the Jaguars. Jaguars as a team in the field had 4 errors. Pitching-wise, Elise Sand would go 6 innings, giving up 8 runs, 3 strikeouts, 12 hits, 3 walks, and a hit batter in the loss. For the Kindred-Richland Vikings, Leah Rowland would be 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Raya Mauck would be 1 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, and 3 stolen bases. Avery Ammerman would be 3 for 4 with a run scored, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base. Mackenzie Fuchsa would be 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI plus a walk. Her courtesy runner, Janet Tazarek, would score 1 run. Danica Rath would be 1 for 3 with a sacrifice bunt. Cora Johnson would be 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. Anya Esslin would be 1 for 3 with a run scored. Eliana Schmitz would be 0 for 1 with a walk. She was also hit by a pitch and stole a base. And Jansen Jordheim would be 0 for 2 with a walk here today. Vikings did not have an error in the field. Pitching-wise, Cora Johnson will take the win, going 7 innings complete, 1 run allowed, 13 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 walk in the game. Final here, Kindred-Richland, 8 runs on 12 hits, 0 errors, and 7 runners left on base. Northern Cass with 1 run on 4 hits, 4 errors, and 4 runners left on base. That will do us here for game number 2. We're going to switch over, get you ready for game number 3 coming up. It will be the Hankinson Co-op and Central Cass to do battle in that one. Thanks once again for joining us here for this matchup, and thanks to all the sponsors that you've seen throughout our broadcast coverage as well. As whenever possible, please tell them thank you. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be here with our coverage. We'll be back later with more Region 1 softball coming up from Kindred on YourLiveEvent.com.